Hi guys, I am Soumya Acharya and today I'm going to be giving you some insights on why we overthink and what happens when we overthink. Are you ready? Overthinking is a phenomenon wherein we are constantly worried or scared about the output. This constant worry of the unknown makes us think of all the worst case scenarios which we wouldn't even have to go through. I would like to explain this with an example, and I would like to take the example of job cuts or salary cuts because I feel majority of us would be able to relate to that situation. Many of us, like I said, have experienced job cuts or salary cuts or would have seen people experiencing this situation. Now what happens is, if we have not experienced this situation already, we tend to play this situation or circumstance in our mind over and over again, analyze the situation and anguish over these same thoughts over and over again, which would lead us to overthink. And such habit of overthinking in the long term leads to mental health problems. This is one example. The second example is with respect to students. Majority of the students are stressed out. Some of them are worried about their marks in the exam, some of them are worried about their future, some of them are worried about how exactly would they be faring in the exam, and so on and so forth. So such cycle of negative thoughts leads to overthinking, and in the long run, majority of the students undergo this pressure and give up for this pressure because of the stressful situation that they are in. Similarly, it could be, it could be that we are worried about our health, or it could be anything that is related to relationships. These cycle of thoughts, which are negative in nature, are very stressful and has a huge impact on our mental health. Human mind approximately has 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts a day. Approximately 90 to 95% of these thoughts are very stressful and negative in nature. Now imagine if 90 to 95% of these thoughts are so negative and so stressful, what sort of an impact would it have on our mental health? It is going to be definitely detrimental and damaging. Do you want to know how? I will try to explain this scientifically in layman terms. Human beings have something called neocortex. It's a part of cerebral cortex, and it is responsible for high order brain functions such as sensory perceptions, conscious thoughts, generation of motor commands, spatial reasoning, and language. So it is not wrong to say that our single thought has the capability to generate a stress hormone called cortisol. And our thoughts have the capacity to make us feel sick. Why do I say that? Because of this reason. Our mind is designed to protect us from every stressful situation that we undergo. So when we are in a stressful situation, our thoughts have the capacity to produce a stress hormone called cortisol in higher quantities. We definitely have cortisol in some quantities, some levels in our body, and this is one important hormone which regulates our blood pressure, which regulates our sugar level, and also it determines our mood and also determines our sleep patterns. Right? So when we are overthinking, when we are in that negative zone, we are constantly under stress. So, which means cortisol increases. Cortisol is going to be there in higher quantities whenever we are in the emergency mode or in the alarm mode. So when we are in the alarm mode, it is a sign that cortisol level will increase in our body. And when the cortisol level increases in our body, it is a sure sign that it has the capacity to shut anything that comes in the way. This might be your reproductive system, this might be your immunity system, this could be your digestive system, or it could be anything that is related to your growth overall. right? So when you are in that emergency mode, as I said, cortisol level increases. But when the stressful situation or the activity that caused the stress is over, the cortisol level comes down, and also along with that, the activities related to your blood pressure, your sugar level, and also the heart intensity drops down and comes back to normal. Now imagine if you are in that emergency mode or in that alarm mode forever, what sort of an impact would it have on your health overall? Think of it like this, right? Let's say you are in the gym and you are trying to lift heavy weights, and when you're lifting the heavy weight, it is for sure that you need to put a lot of stress and pressure when you're lifting the heavy weight. And once the activity is over, once you have lifted the weight up, you don't be in that situation forever. You definitely try and put the weight down. And when you put that down, the stress and pressure that you have exerted comes down automatically, right? Now imagine if you have to be in this situation forever, in this stressful situation forever, what sort of an impact would it have on your body? There would be definitely wear and tear in your body. Similarly, your brain also experiences this stressful situation in the same fashion. It experiences the stress within, and that's where illness and diseases comes into picture. Why do you think so many of us are suffering from BP? Why do you think so many of us are suffering from diabetes, back issues? It's your body's way of saying that you're stressed out. And so it is time that each one of us stop overthinking, stop thinking negatively, and overcome these negative thoughts, and stop creating our present based on our past memories. Now that you know why we overthink and what happens when we overthink, it is also very crucial to know how we stop overthinking. And this is something that I'm going to be discussing in the next video. So please watch out for my next video too. However, if you liked this video, please drop in your comments and also give me a thumbs up. And also, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and bye-bye.